that Frank Morganthaler, who was fought by the Republican Party, denied his rightful place in the primary, is here this evening after officially being placed on the ballot for November. And we the people. Purely by grassroots, we can beat these folks.
Good evening. Thank you for those who helped me get on the ballot, carried my petitions. God bless you. I will be forever in your debt. We proved one point, that the establishment does not own us. We still can do what Barbara said. We can stand up and we can fight. And if we want to get on the ballot, or we want to put our people on the ballot, damn it, we can do it with a little bit of energy. And Barbara just juiced me up, so I got a little bit of energy now. It's gratifying to be where we are now. We still got a lot of work to do, and we're going to do it. We've been out there every day since we got on the ballot a couple of weeks ago, and we've been meeting a lot of people, but we need help. We need votes. And anybody you see or talk to, we have some cards out here. If you could pass them around, it would be a great help. Barbara mentioned the imposter in the White House. That's my term for him. The other day at their convention, he said a lot of things. One of the things that truly upset me, and I think goes to the core of why I'm running, he said that we the people, belong to the government. What am I missing? The government is ours, and those people are only there because we put them there. And as Barbara said, it's time to pull them out. We have to replace them. But we also have to be careful who we replace them with. Because in this election that I'm in now, I had run as a Republican. I'm a Republican over 40 years. I'm very conservative. I've been that way all my life. But I wasn't, or I didn't fit the mold for the rhino establishment. So they knocked me off the ballot. And they endorsed a gentleman who voted for Obama in the last election. His wife has made 2 contributions to the re-election fund, not the old one, the new one. He's pro-abortion, which I am not. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-traditional marriage. I write all my positions down on my card. I don't go from one group and say one thing, hop over here and tell them something else. I am who I am. That's me. But Mr. Corbin, the gentleman I'm speaking of, is the supervisor in the town of Rye. Okay, good Republican. Okay, became a Republican in 2005 after he came back from a couple of decades living out of the country. I guess you could call it in a bureaucratic job. He worked for USAID, quasi-government agency in different countries around the world. Came back in 2002, registered to vote, and became a non-party registrant. He became a Republican in 2005 so he could run for office. Convenience, okay? And he lost his first 2 elections, finally won. But in his town where he is supervisor, this good Republican, you know what he wants to create there? He has a program, the Model American Communities Project, or program. He wants to impose that. He wants to implement that there. That's one of his goals. And the goal of that program is to create a utopic community. A attainable utopia. That's his words. Now, the last time I checked, creating utopias wasn't part of the Republican platform. Kind of like God isn't part of the Democrats. Well, same kind of thing. But if this guy is a Republican, I'm a chair. I don't know how else to phrase it. Okay, but we have to stop this. And there are people running in other districts the same way. They are not Republicans. Just because they put an R next to their name or a C as a conservative doesn't mean they're anything. We know from the party chairs. You have one here in Rockland. We have another one equally as bad in Westchester, the Republican chairs. They're in it for them. They're in it for whatever they can make and put in their pocket. They could care less about you. And if they give a congressional seat away to a Democrat, they're going to get richer. We're going to lose. We're going to lose our freedoms because we lose a vote. Barbara said before, we need the Congress to stand up to the president. I don't know why they haven't either. Probably because they have no gumption. See, most of them are there for careers. I'm too old for another career. You know I look 20, but I'm too old. So I'm not looking for a new career. But what I am looking to do is protect our freedoms. Our First Amendment freedoms, our religious freedoms, Second Amendment freedoms. I'm a member of the NRA. We have to stand up. Barbara said stand up. That was a theme of my campaign since I was running as Republican going back. And we have to stand up. We got to say enough. We're not taking it anymore. And we need our friends and neighbors to join us. We can win this election. We can knock him out, and we can knock a lot of these liberal, well, Democrats and Republicans, I guess you could say. I hate to say that. But we can knock them out. But it's going to take a grassroots effort. It's going to take everybody pulling together. It's going to take meetings like this, where you have a great speaker like Barbara come and talk to people. Let them know what it's all about. And this is what we need. It's great to see so many people here tonight. This is good. This is really enthusiastic. I'm glad to see it. But we need this all over the country, all over the county, all over the state. We have to get our people together. And they cannot sit back and go, somebody else will vote. We have to get out there. We got to motivate them. The party, the Republican Party should be out there now knocking on doors, recruiting new Republicans to vote in this election. And as Barbara said, Mitt Romney was not my first choice. I supported Rick Santorum. He was my guy, okay? He lost. But between Obama and Mitt Romney, to me, there's no choice. It is what it is. And we either go that way or we're going to regret the day we didn't. That's just my opinion. We have to make a change. It's got to happen, and it's got to happen this year. Because if we don't change the government as it is now, we're way down that road to socialism. There's a lot more things going on than most people even know. Okay? If we don't put the brakes on it now, the next election may never come.
That's right. Yes.
You're talking before about the end of the world. Well, we're looking, unfortunately, maybe at the end of America, which I'm not going to stand for. You know, when I was in the Marines, we learned one thing. You fight or you die. Well, I'm not willing to see this country die, and I'm going to fight. And I ask you guys if you would join me with your vote. If you want to go to the website, we have a link there just to see where we're going to be and what we're doing. If you have any groups that maybe we could come and say hello to, that would be very helpful. And we're going to fight to the finish and hopefully knock this liberal out along with our Republican liberal counterpart. We can win this. We're a third party, and I thought it was apropos. We had to get a nice title for our party, and I couldn't think of one better than We the People, because if we're going to change this country, we the people are going to do it. If we don't, it's over, and we have to make that choice now.